Oh. Oh. Om Shiva, Om Shiva Nama, Om Shiva, O Mahadev, O Mahadeva, O the boundless, O the eternity, O the omniscient, O the omnipresent, O Mahadev. Blessings to be this speaker who is conducting this meditation, Mahadeva, and blessings to be on the listener. Blessings to be on the speaker who is conducting this meditation. Blessings to be on the speaker who is conducting this meditation, Mahadeva. And blessings to be on the listener. Blessings to be on my follower. O Mahadev, instill no fear in me. O Mahadev, instill no doubt in myself. O Mahadev, lead me in your path. O Mahadev, lead me in the path of Brahma. Lead me in the path of truth. And lead me in the path of ultimate wisdom, Mahadeva. When you go in a state of meditation, like I am sitting, totally comfortable and totally at peace, every single cell in my body is completely at peace. My thoughts are not raging, however, there are thoughts present. However, there are sense and perception present. But I am having no reaction to the thought, no matter how scary, no matter how interesting, no matter how happy thought is. You see, you can have happy thoughts too. Is all scary thought, happy thought, excited thought is made out of the same thing. We are not interested in the content of the thought during meditation. We are interesting through which thought is manifesting. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Are you following? We are interested through which the thought is manifesting. What is the medium? What is that which is giving birth to the thought, which is creating thought? What is that? See this? Everything happens for a reason. While I'm guiding you in this meditation, I don't want no noise, which is very significant. While I am guiding you in this meditation, I want no noise. Do not let your imagination wander just because I disappeared for a second or two. That's the whole point of the meditation, that your focus becomes concrete. Even the circumstances around you are changing. Your focus your focus becomes concrete. You don't let your imagination wander far away. There was a pause of 2 or 3 seconds of my voice that I am delivering right now while I'm conducting this guided meditation. Your focus should remain intact no matter what happens around you. And I'll teach you how. As I was saying, the thought is made out of the same thing. Happy thought, sad thought, excited thought, it's made out of the same thing. No matter how overwhelming the thought can be, no matter what is the content of the thought, you are not interested in the content of the thought, not in this moment in time while you are about to go in a profound state of meditation, at least for some time. When you perform this practice every day, when you make a habit out of it, when you become regular, you see, you realize that everything is falling together. You can see what is ahead, but that happens after a while. Every journey, let me share some wisdom. Every journey starts from the first step. I hope you are following me. Every journey starts from the first step, basically. Please remember that. Every journey starts from the first step. If we don't take the first step, and then we would conditionally and unfortunately carry a guilt that we didn't even try. You see, you wouldn't know if you are going to succeed, you wouldn't know if you are going to fail until unless you try. Even if you fail, it doesn't matter. The outcome, the result is not important. What is important that you made the attempt, or you keep making the attempt. You see, as Lord Krishna or Sri Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, that karma, action or deed don't cling to me. Karma, action or deed don't cling to me because I'm not attached with the outcome. If you understand the profound and the deepness of this statement, that statement itself is enough to liberate you. And then you wouldn't incur more karma. I am repeating, you will not incur more karma. If you are not attached with the outcome, the result, the reward, you see, that what I am going to get in return. You understand? Human have become conditioned. Human has become conditioned, and humans have become conditioned to get themselves attached to the reward, to the outcome, to the result, so strongly and so concrete, unfortunately, that every moment in time, even when they are not performing an activity, even when they are not performing an action, basically, is still accumulating karma, because no control on the thoughts. Thus, the seeds of karma are planted in the thought, whether you act on the thought or you don't act on the thought. We talked about that. Anyway, so humans have become conditioned basically to attach themselves with the outcome. I gave you the wisdom of Sri Krishna from Bhagavad Gita. I gave you the wisdom. I gave you the wisdom from Shri Krishna, from Bhagavad Gita. Somebody, that how humans have become conditioned to attach themselves with the reward. Somebody asked Lord Buddha, somebody asked Lord Buddha, the enlightened ones, basically, that what have you gained through meditation? Please pay attention. Somebody asked Lord Buddha, or Buddha the enlightened, that what have you gained through meditation? But did you pay attention? Is your focus intact? Again, the person is asking, what did you gain? You see, always attach, what can I get from something? What can I get from someone? How does this benefit me? What can I gain? When you perform actions like that, you are accumulating karma, you see. But if you are not worried what I can get out of a situation or somebody or someone, you wouldn't accumulate no karma. So this ignorant person, without any judgment, but when you hear the question, you realize the person was ignorant. And in the ignorance, he was asking to Lord Buddha that what have you gained through meditation, the meditation you preach. And it's not that Buddha was a preacher. People just were attracted to Buddha like a magnet, you see. Buddha said, let me tell you what I have lost through meditation. Let's not talk about gain. I will tell you what I have lost through meditation. I have lost fear. I have lost anxiety. I have lost depression. I have lost attachments. I have lost suffering. I have lost loneliness. I have lost resentment, anger. You see, that's a brilliant answer. What is the meditation? What is the purpose of meditation? The purpose of meditation is nothing, if you understand what I'm saying to you. Life needs no purpose. Just like that, meditation needs no purpose. Imagine if you are so adamant to find a reason in life, imagine life had a purpose for you. Whatever your age is, you fulfill that purpose. You see, now what you are going to do for the rest of the years, that's the question I'm asking to you. You are so adamant to find a purpose, you are so adamant to find a purpose in life, or the purpose of life. On the broader scale of things, we have discussed the purpose of life, to find a moksha. But if life itself needs no purpose, life is very ingrained in you, life is very deeply rooted in you. If you just paid enough attention and enough focus, it would keep you engaged for 1 million years. I'm not even blowing it out of proportion. I'm not joking with you. It is so deeply rooted. Life needs no purpose. Whatever your age is, suppose you met the purpose, suppose you fulfilled the purpose, what are you going to do for the rest of your years? That's the question I am asking. Bold, huh? So do not look for the purpose of everything. Do not look for the gain in everything. I am making a ground for you to perform meditation. Everything is connected, so pay focus. I am fertiling your ground, so unnecessary things wouldn't pop up in your mind during meditation. That itself is meditation. You understand? I hope you understand what I'm saying to you. I'm bringing clarity in your perception, so you wouldn't bother thinking, why am I performing this activity, basically, which itself is no activity. You understand? My mentor Sadhguru says, doing nothing is the most easiest thing, but is the most difficult thing to do. You understand why it is the most? Do you understand why? Do you understand why it is the most difficult thing to do? Because you have been told since the day of your birthday, because you have been told since the day we have been told, all of us, it happens to all of us, we have been told since the day of our birthday that you gotta do something, you gotta do something. What are you doing? You are doing nothing. You are wasting your time. We have been told so many times that the seed everybody has planted in our awareness becomes a tree. After that, the thinking process becomes automatic, and you surrender to your thinking process and you think it is natural. So, meditation itself has no purpose. But when you have that awareness that it's okay to perform some activities without gain and without reason, during meditation, you would feel more comfortable. You see, I delivered the words of truth and wisdom along with the meditation. Sometime just the truth and, excuse me, sometimes just the truth of wisdom. Sometimes just the words of truth and wisdom. Sometimes I do it along with meditation. But I stress you on one thing, and I'm stressing over and over, more and more, as the time is passing by. You have developed an addiction to the sound of my voice. You love the words of truth and wisdom, and I understand that. And it's a beautiful thing. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm not condemning, but the words of truth and wisdom would have very less effect in you. I'm not saying it wouldn't have no effect. It would have some effect. It would bring some clarity. But it's about time that you start meditation. Do not delay it. Do not put it on wait. You see, do not delay your well being. Do not put your well being on wait. Do not put your happiness on wait. Do not put the quest to know yourself on wait. If somebody comes to you and says something nasty to you, provokes you, offends you, you do not delay there to get even, do you? I'm asking a question. Somebody says something nasty to you, somebody provokes you, offends you. You don't delay at all. You want to get even right then and there. You want to say something nasty back, you don't delay. So why are you delaying something which is bringing happiness in your life? Meditation is such an activity. Meditation has no purpose, but you instill when you instill yourself in meditation, after a few days or few weeks, you would realize that all the purpose that you were thinking were significant. You are meeting those purpose and you are not even putting any effort. Life becomes that easier. You become lighter. You see more clear. You understand you have always existed and you would always exist. You are not subject to birth and you are not subject to death. You understand what I'm saying to you? Meditation needs no purpose. Why am I sitting here? Number one question. You go around first thing early in the morning. You look around the house. If anything needs my immediate attention, you find no such thing. You go in a secluded corner, in a super silent corner. You know what super silent is? Have you ever been super silent? I'm sure you have. So, super silent, you go in a super silent, secluded corner and you sit in that corner. The reason in the beginning you are not ready for satsang yet, because satsang is group meditation. The people who participate in satsang, or each one of them has the same intention in mind. That's why the group meditation is extremely powerful. You see, it can even free, if done correctly, it can free the lost soul. You understand what I'm saying to you? But you wouldn't get to satsang yet. You need to first instill yourself in silent and alone meditation. Now, it's very significant to remember that you are in a super silent corner and you are by yourself. I would tell you the reason why. Remember something. Our mind is the mind of all humanity. Just because you are perceiving a thought, it doesn't mean the thought is yours. I would repeat what I'm saying to you. Our mind is the mind of all humanity. Just because you are perceiving a thought, it does not mean the thought is yours. You see, I use the metaphor of rubber band ball. You remember the rubber band ball? When you see a rubber band balls, that rubber bands are overlapping with each other and rubber bands are entangled with each other. You know why? Just like that, our thoughts are entangled. So what happens is when you have a sincere in when you do not see things that the clairvoyant is able to see. If you understand, you a clairvoyant can see beyond the physical sensory perceptions. Please know that. A clairvoyant breaks the barriers of physicality and see things. You cannot see your mind, you wrap it around you yet. And when you go and there is another accumulation or there is another being, when even there is no physical contact between two beings, if you understand what I'm saying to you, even though if there is no physical contact between two beings, their mind is still in, the more closer they get, the more entangled their thoughts become. You see, have you ever noticed, have you ever caught yourself that you see a complete stranger that you know nothing about, but you don't have very pleasant feeling about that person? Have you ever caught yourself having that kind of thought in your mind? It happens to everybody. That's what I'm saying to you. That the thoughts interact first before the physical contact, shaking hand, hugging, and stuffs like that. But it doesn't matter whether the physical contact is made or not. The thoughts would interact the more closer you would go to a being. That's why I said in the beginning for meditation, it's significant for you to be alone because you do not know the intention of the person yet. You do not know the thought the person is having yet. You can perceive the thought if you are around such a being and trying to meditate. Once you become very firm, once you become very concrete um, in meditation, then you can perform satsang, which is group meditation. Anyway, moving on. These are the tools I'm giving you to form a sound meditation. I'm making the foundation for you to meditate. So now nothing needs to be attended in the house, nothing needs your immediate attention. You go in a super silent corner, you sit over there. When you sit over there, do not fall asleep, you know. You sit attentive. I am moving. My eyes are closed as you are noticing. I'm sure you are noticing. I am moving back and forth right now. You see, and as something or somebody is rocking me like a baby. I'm moving back and forth right now. My eyes are closed. I have no thoughts. I'm delivering you the words of truth and wisdom along with the meditation. I am still in a meditative state. You know that? Still. And I am telling you, I'm keeping my promise. Yesterday, I made the post on social media that I would deliver the technique and the tool to make the meditation easier for you. So, what happens? You sit over there, but you Do not do what I am doing right now. You don't do that, I repeat. Okay? You sit still. Learn to sit still, you see. Legs, as I showed you, cross, sit still. Comfortable. Do not be uncomfortable. Just sit still. Do not bending over. There is no reason to bend over. You see, not here. Do not bending over. Do not leaning forward. Just sit still and breathe. Thought would rise. Any thought, you would let the thought go. Have you ever noticed letting go is your very nature? When you go accord with your nature, you are always happy. Have you ever paid attention to that? Letting go is your very nature. You understand why I'm saying to you? Letting go is very nature, is your very nature. When I'm saying your, mine, everyone, letting go is our very nature. When we go in accord with the nature, we are very happy. Every inhale, you are letting in. Every exhale, you are letting go. See, every inhale, you are letting in, and every exhale, you are letting go. It's ingrained in you. It's your very nature. Every inhale you are letting in, and every exhale you are letting go. You are paying attention while you are sitting comfortable, straight spine erect as humanly possible, but comfortable. If you are uncomfortable, it would defeat the purpose. You need to make sure you are comfortable and you are in good health, you are comfortable, and you are in a good position. You are attentive. Do you know that I had only 2 hours sleep? Can you tell? In last 24 hours, I had only 2 hours sleep. Can you tell? So how did that happen? How does this happen? How I make it happen? Am I God? I don't know. Am I Each one of us is the manifestation of the sacred. No matter what color, no matter what creed, no matter what race, no matter what you think you are, it makes no difference to the sacred what you think you are. You see? So each one of us is the manifestation of sacred. So moving on. So you don't board on the thought. The thought would rise, you would let it go. The thought would rise, you would let it go. Let go is our very nature. We inhale, we let in. We exhale, we let go. It's happening every second, every moment. It is so generic that after some time we forget that it is happening. You see, try to hold on a thought now. Let's see how far you can go. You cannot go more than 5 or 10 seconds. You would let the thought go. You see? So letting go is your very nature. Don't try to cling on commodities. Don't try to cling on things. Don't try to cling on gadgets. Don't try to cling on your anger. Don't try to cling on your resentment. Let it go. Okay. So letting go is your very nature. Let the thought go, no matter what the thought is. Mind is outrageous, but I have the upper hand on mind. You see, I keep my mind in my pocket. Anytime I need to use it, I take it out, push the button. When I'm done, turn it off, put it in my pocket. That's it. That's how I deal with the mind. You know that? And that's all the mind of humanity deserves because unfortunately, most of humans, I'm not saying everyone, but sadly and unfortunately, most of humans are creating the thoughts which scare them, which bring fear in them. You see, unfortunately. So it's better do not board on the mind, because the mind is not a personal mind. The mind is not a soul mind. The mind is the mind of all humanity. And sadly, humanity has learned to create some type of thoughts which create fear and self doubt. That's why meditation is important. So you can be, what the word I'm looking for, you can be immune from that kind of disease. You see, you can be immune. That's why meditation is important. So you would sit straight, your hands, your palms basically on your knees, your legs are crossed, and you are paying attention. You are not rocking back and forth. You are just paying attention while your eyes are closed. Now I am moving you one step further. These are all the tools that I'm giving you for a sound meditation. Now I am moving you one step further. Now, are go, whatever the thoughts you are going through in your mind, whatever the images are being formed in your mind, the numbers, the birthdays, or an event, a memory, or you are using your imagination, what may happen in the future, whatever that is. Now, imagine, since imagination plays a very significant role in your life, most of you do not even know life any other way other than imagination. So, we are going to make you understand through your own imagination. You understand? We are going to make you understand through your own imagination. Now, whatever the thoughts are present, whatever the images, the number, the birthdays, the memory is present, now imagine it's all dissolving in a black dot. You see, that's what you are going to do. Everything that's happening in your mind right now, all your mind activity. Now imagine, while your eyes are closed, your your palms are resting on your knees here, and your legs are crossed, and you are not rocking back and forth. You are sitting straight, comfortable, and you are paying attention to your breathing gently, and you are imagining all the mind activity is dissolving into one dot, one black dot. Everything is dissolving into one black dot. Let's do that. I have given you enough time basically to form that imagination, to manifest that imagination in your mind. Remember the black dot. Everything is dissolving in the black dot. Now let the dot go. Now free the dot. Now let the dot fade away. In your imagination, quickly let the dot go. Free the dot. Let the dot fade away. But you stay where you are. Oh.